Well, keep in mind who's fresh in Aaron Glenn's mind, right? He lost to the Commanders in the playoffs. He saw the Eagles get out of his conference and go to the Super Bowl. He was in a division with the Vikings and Aaron Jones, who ran the ball like crazy, the Packers and Josh Jacobs, who ran the ball like crazy. And we didn't even talk about the Ravens in the AFC with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson.
Great point. Yeah,
another team right there with the Bills.
Every team
we just mentioned got to the second round, the conference championship, or the Super Bowl. The Chiefs go in a separate bucket. If they can get Mahomes and Andy Reid, we'll talk about the Jets in that way. That's not going to happen. But it wasn't just the Eagles thing. It was a pretty ubiquitous trend around the league. And the Rams won a playoff game last year. They run the hell out of the ball with Kieran Williams. And this is not an uncommon thing around the league. So,
who didn't make the playoffs that should have arguably been at least in the conference championship? The Bengals.
Yeah, they're going to have the same problem this year.
They have to throw 9 million times because they can't stop the run. Chase Brown's really good, but they're always playing in these insane scripts. So, the outlier of the teams that were left standing is the Chiefs, and nobody could sit here and go, well, be the Chiefs. Yeah. You can't be the Chiefs.
It doesn't work.
You got to be everybody else.
Yeah.
So this is, you don't, once again, you don't have to like it, and you could poke holes in it. Yeah, we do it on this podcast every week. But in terms of the theory of what gives you the best shot, it's the right ideology.
Someone had a funny comment on the Patreon that for people with kids, this Jet season is going to be incredible because the games are going to be so fast.
10 out of 10 comment.
And just fly by. Even though I was watching the preseason game and I was like, holy shit, this game's going to be over early. I'm like, me and Connor are going to be recorded by 10, compared to the other, some of the games last year where it's just Rodgers throws every time. He checks out, he throws. And I remember it in 2009 too. There's going to be some Jet games, man, that maybe CBS stretches it out with the commercials, but it's going to be 2:57 and the game's going to be almost over. And they're just going to be getting into the fourth quarter and the other games on Red Zone. That's going to be a thing this year, without a doubt. And to wrap it up, coach to what your players can do, not what they can't do. I do, and you do, and I think many Jet fans do, think we have 3 really talented running backs. We got 2 exciting young tackles. We got a good interior young offensive line. We're just talking about as a pure runner. There's only a handful of people I'd take before Justin Fields. Got a good young blocking tight end who could work in the short to intermediate passing game. Are there going to be weeks where if you draft Garrett Wilson in fantasy, you're ripping your hair out because he has 2 catches for 12 yards? Yeah, probably. But if the Jets win, even if it's 13-10, we're not going to care because we just want to see wins.